My name is Lennox Britton, and I'm the President and CEO of the New York State Association of Minority Contractors. If we do not continue the fight to change the Scaffold Law, many of our members will most likely be out of business this time next year. The New York State Association of Minority Contractors is the New York State chapter of the national organization, the National Association of Minority Contractors, based in Washington, D.C. And we have been established for 20 years. We have an active membership of 100 members, and they're based mainly minority and women-owned construction firms throughout the state of New York. The Scaffold Law poses grave risks for small emerging minority and local-based enterprises firms. Many of these firms will have extreme difficulty in getting insurance outside of SCA or CIP. Especially since many of them have little experience in the outside insurance marketplace. The members are deeply concerned with safety on the job site. In particular, they work with the SCA program, which has one of the best safety programs in the city. And in terms of working with the SCA, they comply with that. In addition to that, the association runs a regular OSHA training class for its membership. So when you tie in the two, it shows the commitment of the MWBs to safety on the job site. The Scaffold Law imposes strict liability on contractors and property owners, of course, who will be held responsible regardless of the existence of negligence on the part of the injured worker. And New York, as you know, is the only state that still keeps the law on its books. Because of Labor Law 240, SCA is in danger of losing the insurance program. The law poses an immediate and grave risk to all contractors who perform work with the SCA, especially the many hundreds of small firms who participate in SCA mentor programs and who rely upon SCA or CIP coverage. New York general liability insurance costs, as you know, is between 300% to 1,200%, higher than any other state because of the Scaffold Law. That makes it very prohibitive for members to afford sufficient insurance to continue working for SCA. My members depend exclusively, most of them, on the mentor program because they're small contractors. If they're not allowed to be part of the SCA mentor program, it means they have to go and look for work elsewhere. Okay? Our experience shows that in the private sector, it's really difficult to get the kind of jobs to maintain a family or a business. Okay? The SCA and probably a few other agencies does provide that kind of conditions for our members to be involved on a regular basis so they can maintain their family and be part of the economic upturn of the community. If they are no longer employed or they can't get employment, that will affect the community, it will affect their household, and will affect the entire position as far as economic growth is concerned for local businesses and local communities. I urge you not to give up the fight. More important, to contact the governor, the mayor, and your elected officials to reform the current Scaffold Law. Let's act now.